We've got a barn burner in store for you in this one. A top 10 showdown early in the season, a measuring stick game, and one that both of these teams hope will propel them to bigger and better things. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Illinois Fighting Illini offense will have the ball first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Caught behind the line. It's Arkin. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys, you start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. When you used to be able to make that play years ago, you're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Luke Altmyer started his career as a backup to Matt Corral at Ole Miss, but man, did he blossom for the Fighting Illini. Had their best season in more than 20 years, and maybe more in store for him, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there were still a lot of fans that I think were skeptical when the transfer portal news came out that he was going to be joining Illinois. People wanted to see what all the hype was about. You saw it last year, not just running the ball, but making big plays through the air. Really curious to see if Luke Altmyer can take the next step this season, because if they do, this is going to be a really, really tough team to beat.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical. physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits it right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So Alabama's offense will go to work for the first time today. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
Got it in the middle, it's Miller. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Guys, let's chat about Alabama. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
After After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. Quickly complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's almost as if the defense knew that jet sweep was coming. Great job getting penetration at the point of attack, and they were in the backfield, nowhere for the receiver to go.
Trying play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Defining a line on it needs to get it to the county line for a first down. Third down play from the gun. Complete to the left. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make the
between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Finds him out of the backfield. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Illinois.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They marched 56 yards to the end zone, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Jukes his way for more. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Tosses it incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. Motion from the back. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Throwing right. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Wide receiver going in motion. They're going to ride this running back. This time, there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Off play action on first down. They're working that left side. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him twice. Shoot, let's go to him a third time.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to throw at Simpson. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Big fella moving. He's stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has 1 stop. They'll try it again from the 1 on second and goal. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
No running room on the last 2 plays. Can they find it? Scores on the sneak.
It's just so nice to have a signal who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did tack on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Appalachian State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Kidd Brewer Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Charlotte. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Leaves it with the back. Jukes his way for more. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Illinois experienced a resurgence under Brett Bielema a year ago. He's been at 3 different power programs, but this was his best season in more than a decade, guys.
And it seems like Bielema's got a recipe to win, and it's usually ground and pound. But how about this offense with Luke Altmaier at quarterback last year? Through the air, they became good and proficient and started to change the identity of Illinois and had a great season and finished with a big bowl win against South Carolina.
So a big key then is Luke Altmaier and taking that next step this year, too, to really help out this offense, be more explosive and win games maybe some different ways, not always have to rely on running the football and playing great defense.
Dropping back, it's Altmaier. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. You get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the grab. It's Clement. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. To the ground with the back. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall.
Turning it on! He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Illinois hoping to pop the cork on this red zone trip. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. The throw to the outside is complete. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had 1 game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Oh, that's like blowing the layup or the 3-inch putt. Missed the extra point. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the score came on an impressive run from the 20. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. Rides the back on the option, the give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The play-action fake. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
Dropping back, it's Simpson. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. The lead is down to a field goal.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Off to more than a solid start here, operating with a 13-10 lead. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. A little release to the back.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Now the play fake. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. When you play in a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Haynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quinnen Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they built this dynasty at Alabama.
Got it behind the line. It's Arkin. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that...
Fires the pass, intercepted. Taking it the other way. The tag, and he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown time.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Illinois offense returns to the field. This already feels like a shootout, doesn't it? They've got it back, down 4, 17-13. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Here's the Heat. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. To throw, it's Altmaier. Fires left. Got him downfield. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Dixon. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Illinois moving it quickly down the field. Give to the running back. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you.
17, Illinois, 13.
They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. It's Arkin. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Throws to the wideout. And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down. Trying to convert. Illinois comes to the line. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Finds a man on the left. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a cheap shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. It's third and goal and third and long. Looking to pass. It's Altmaier. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Here we go on fourth and goal, ground to cover. Touchdown to Illini. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
They decided to go for it on 4th down, and that was not easy, man. These windows open and close so quickly when you're throwing into the end zone, but really nice timing by the quarterback, and because of that, on 4th down, it's a touchdown.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They'll try to add another to their lead. Point puts them up by a field goal. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes that Alabama offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'll be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
He'll ride his man on the option. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Well, obviously, a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go.
Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's Simpson. He's got an open man. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. He makes the catch. Makes the catch with defenders everywhere, and now the defense backed up with a 1st and goal from the 5. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on.
Breaks into the open. Makes his man miss. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They're trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Caught in the backfield. It's Arkin. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and 1. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Under fire! Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was...
There he goes! He's out of bounds a little bit short of the 40-yard line. Let's mark it at the 38, and the running game doing work.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. And he's brought down after a nice game.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Illinois putting together a really nice drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
Illinois move the chains on the ground. Let's see if they run behind that big offensive line again. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Illinois looking to pay things off on 1st and goal. The quarterback sneak looking to eke out a few yards. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get up under that center. Make it really hard for him to go forward right now. Nice penetration, stopping the quarterback sneak in his tracks.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. They'll try to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Illinois.
And was there ever any doubt, guys? 4th and goal. You got to turn around, give it to your bell cow. Just know he's going to find a way to get it in the end zone, and he did exactly that.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. To the air, it's Hampton. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Here's the handoff. Makes it past the mark. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's Simpson. Bringing the heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Grabs it inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They'll move the wide receiver. Wide receiver's going to get a shot at it on 1st and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
So many offenses do this, right? They run the jet sweep. This defense was more than ready. They see it all the time. They got the penetration. That play had no chance to be successful.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They've gotten right on the cusp of the end zone. They still need 2 yards. Will they try to bang it in with a run or go over the top? And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive,
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and 4. Touchdown, Alabama! Puts up 6.